Donald Trump's brain shut down during an Oval Office gaggle, staffers panicked, and really the continued soiling of the Oval Office. Donald Trump reacting to U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro saying, oh, you know what? The guy we charged with vandalizing the reflecting pool, turns out he didn't do a damn thing. Trump, does he say, well, you know, we've got to get the right people. If we had no evidence this guy did it, we shouldn't go after him. No, he doesn't say that. Instead, he attacks Jeanine Pirro.
Graffiti all over it. I won't say what was on the sidewalk, but horrible, 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 disgusting stuff. And not only did we fix it, we have military standing there watching it. And if anybody touches it, that was the one mistake with the reflecting pond. They hadn't put up the cameras yet. They had enough up because you see what's happening. But if they would have had them up, we would have had it would have been a lot easier. And I was disappointed with Jeanine Pirro, really disappointed with Jeanine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella, and people get away with things, and it's a disgrace.
Trump is really disappointed that Jeanine Pirro didn't continue with the prosecution of a guy who didn't do a damn thing. He didn't do anything, and the evidence clearly points to that at this point in time. He did nothing, and it's not, oh, well, we don't want to lock up people that are innocent. We don't want to lock up people that didn't do anything. No, I'm really disappointed in Jeanine Pirro. Trump then, you'll notice he just said the cameras weren't up in time. We didn't have them in time. But then Trump goes, we have photographs or tapes like moving cameras, right? Trump is struggling to find the word video here. Okay. Last week, we spoke to speech language pathologist Hillary Shea, and she explained, when this happens to Trump, he's looking for the word video, but he calls them moving cameras, moving cameras. This is part of the cognitive struggles that Donald Trump is having.
Beautiful. Now, we have photographs or tapes, like moving cameras, right?
Look at what Trump does. He's completely lost his ability to access vocabulary. He's pointing to the camera that's filming him, and he's like, one of those thingamadoos.
Like moving cameras, right? We have them where people are on the side cutting it with a box knife.
Show us those videos, sir, please.
So now I'm not saying I was 100% thrilled with the contractor, but the contractor was rushing. We wanted to get it open for July 4th.
Yep.
And we got it done.
Yeah.
But in addition, there was vandalism.
Right. We still have no evidence whatsoever of that vandalism, but it doesn't matter. The truth doesn't matter in this administration. It is simply, are you willing to repeat the lies that prove you're part of the team? And a lot of people are out there willing to repeat those lies. The topic of the anti-weaponization fund came up. And one of the things that producer Pat and I have been talking about on the award-winning bonus show is that even with Todd Blanche saying, we're not doing the weaponization fund, they can reconstitute the same amount of money under some different legal structure in the future and try to give the Trump loyalists the money they want to give them. A reporter says, is there another path to getting that money to people? And Trump just goes, who you with? What a terrible, terrible show you're with.
I said Todd Blanche is great. He's going to do a great job. Everybody knows it. And I understand there's been a sign-off, but I don't know what they agreed. I think Todd Blanche agreed to reconfirm things that he's already said, and what he said was okay. Please go ahead.
Other avenues you have supporters get paid potentially if it's not the anti-weaponization fund. Is there another?
Who are you with?
I'm with MS Now, sir.
You who?
MS Now.
MS Now?
Yes, sir.
What a terrible show that is. They have the worst people on that show.
Are there other avenues that you want to see people?
No, there's no other avenues that I know about. Go ahead.
Mr. President, on the Iran talks.
MS Now, that's the failed MSDNC, right? The failed. They failed. They gave it a new name. You know why? Because nobody watched it. Go ahead. And fewer people are watching it now.
Trump's instincts when he doesn't like a question, attack the media. I'm hearing that Trump doesn't really want to address this issue. That's what I'm seeing. Trump then struggling to find other phrases. Remember 8647, which James Comey was indicted for because it was such a violent threat to the president. Anyway, Trump can't remember that. He's like, what was it? 87 something? 87?
But then somebody went in and cut it. just like they did the grass. You know, nobody talks about the grass. The grass have helicopter
Grass has a life. I met a blade of grass once that was so smart.
pictures of what they did. Wasn't it 87? Right? Do you know what they did, right?
87, right? 87.
Did you see what they did? Did you see what they wrote? What did they write?
87, or sorry, 8647.
That's right. 8647. They 86 them. So it's 86, 47. They didn't do 45. At least they left 45 out. But they, in massive letters on the grass, 8647.
They used the sans serif font,
And
Helvetica.
nobody talked about that. Was vandalism too. We had to replace all that grass. It was a tremendous amount of grass.
It's very rude to the grass. Grass is like humans.
Because when you hit it with this poison, it's acid. It kills the grass no matter how. You can't even clean it, even if you got there right after. It's very powerful stuff. I know it well. So,
I once had an affair with 3 blades of grass. Okay, so just really, really cognitively struggling. Now, then the topic of Jeanine Pirro comes back up, and a reporter rightly says, do you think she can still do her job? She may have been fired. She was seen leaving the White House yesterday with various boxes of files. We don't know at this point. Actually, let's see if even during the last 20 minutes I've been filming, Jeanine Pirro fired. Let's see if she's been fired. No, apparently she has not been fired. She was just taking all of her things for some other reason. Anyway, a reporter asks, is her job safe? And Trump goes, don't ever speak to me again.
to Jeanine. And frankly, I think she choked because the judge was really vicious. Instead of going after the people that did it, the judge went after her and went after her department. And I guess she choked. I don't know what the hell
Are
happened.
you reconsidering her role here?
I don't know what you don't. You're fake news. Don't ever talk again. You're fake news. One of the worst in the business. Fortunately, nobody watches you.
Don't you ever ask a question again, sir. All right. Then, now this is like, you're going to see a 180 shift in Trump here, and this is so illuminating. Then Trump starts talking about his construction projects, and he goes, we have a really big decision to make here. Is it about negotiations with Iran? No. Is it about how to finally get prices down? No. Is it about tariffs? No. Trump is getting animated now. He has to decide, do we change the red pavers to granite? This is what Trump cares about. Maggie Haberman recently said about 70% of Trump's time is working on this sort of stuff. This is what Trump really cares about, and not a single American gives a damn about this crap.
But we're very proud of Lafayette Park. Now we have a big decision to make. Do we take the pavers that are red, you know, the red brick pavers, and do we change them into a granite, to gray granite? They're beautiful, but they're not the original. So we're going to have to make that decision. You have a good...
I think actually Trump needs to do a primetime address where he levels with the American people from the Oval Office, and he goes, listen, you know what? I prefer black onyx, but out of a sense of patriotism, we are going to be using American granite. And I think it would be a very, very powerful moment. Donald Trump confronted about the fact that he constantly announces airstrikes against Iran and then cancel airstrikes against Iran. And he is asked to address, why are you doing this? And here is what Donald Trump says. Now, I'm warning you, we don't get a particularly clear answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, this is at least the 5th time you've turned off airstrikes against Iran since April to negotiate. What is your message to the American people who are wondering what has changed this time? Why should it be any different?
Well, you don't know. I don't know. I think we're going to maybe get something, but I want to give them every last chance before decapitation. Very tough to do what we have planned, still planned. We'll see what happens. But it's a very, very tough thing to do. I think I'm very proud of the fact that I'll give people a chance. This is a big move. To do an attack that big on a country, I'd rather not do it. Now, we've already through...
You guys understanding this explanation? This is a foreign policy genius we were meant to believe.
Lots of large attacks, but they were normal large. Hopefully they'll come to their senses, because what happened, cannot have a nuclear weapon, but hopefully they'll come to their senses. So they called me and they said, please don't attack, we'll make a deal. That's the real truth, and everyone knows it. And
Iran has denied that. I don't know who to believe, honestly. They both lie all the time.
who wouldn't call? And they found out through leaks and sleazebags, a lot of sleazebags, leakers. Leakers should be put in jail. They have to strengthen up the laws for leakers. But in this case, leakers helped because they said the severity of the attack.
Jail people.
And Iran knew it. They knew what was coming. It was going to.
All right. So anyway, making very, very little sense. And finally, just a reminder, again, this is what Trump cares about. Did you see the horses by the bridge with the gold? It's not a game of Clue. It's Donald Trump as president of the United States.
Biden was a disaster. I said, I'm going to get that fixed, along with Doug Burgum and Department of Interior. And we worked hard on that. Now, we worked hard on all 70. It's actually, I think, 81 now. You saw the new horses that just opened by the bridge with the gold. That was the way they were many years ago. Now they look better than they did many years ago. But these monuments look better than they did when they were originally built.
All right. So this is what Donald Trump cares about. I ask you, as an American, do you believe when you hear Donald Trump talk about foreign policy, his construction projects, hating the media, attacking reporters, what does he really care about? And does he care about anything that is going to materially improve your life? The answer seems to very clearly be no. Let's talk about suits for a moment. Guys want to look sharp for weddings or work or dinner, or just you don't want to wear jeans one day. But finding menswear that feels classic, modern, and comfortable is pretty difficult. This is why I like our sponsor, Southern Gents. Southern Gents offers refined menswear. They've got suits and blazers, trousers, dress shirts, loafers, all the finishing touches. They've got a great suit collection with single-breasted and double-breasted options. Maybe you need something polished for business, or you've got a summer wedding. Southern Gents has what you need. I got a great single-breasted blazer and pant combo, perfect for a summer wedding I'm going to. The ordering is really straightforward. The shipping was super fast. Go to s-gents.com and use the code Pakman for 10% off your entire order. The link is in the description.